Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
If the TV belongs to you, we are here for the big conversation. The song that just played is King Promise's fresh favorite story. This features Sarkodie and Olive the Boy. He did mention when he came here that it is a sample of Kwabna's Assault. And so if you hear that in there, then yes, truly and really, that is what it is. My gentlemen are with me in the studios. But before we set sail on our Health Tuesdays, talking airborne diseases, because listen, in the past couple of days, people have been struggling, okay? The flu is around, the cough is around, the catarrh, cold, however you will want to refer to it, it is there. Okay, now Dr. Chris Amina is here to share with us what we can do and what types there are. Did you know that corona is there as regular cold before it became whatever it became in 2019, 2020, and also by extension 2021? Well, we will talk more about that. They say that now we should take COVID as, an endemic and not a pandemic. So we'll speak more on that with Doc. But before then, if you want a British degree at a fraction of a cost and you want a vibrant student experience in a community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams, then enjoy more of this plus up to 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by finest faculty trained, lecturers, and then also be trained to UK standards at their ultra modern campus. Now there's more information on www.lancaster.edu.gh, or you can also contact them via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh, or you can call +233 020 960 7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Now, if you need to make, some good cash for those who also want to go to Lancaster but need to make some good cash before then, regardless of the fact that they're giving you a 50% discount, Bedwinner is here for you. Are you thinking of betting on your favorite teams, but the odds aren't encouraging enough? Or do you feel your money isn't enough for the win you desire? Charlie, no problem. Make no shake. Make no okay? Because Bedwinner is here to solve all of those things out. Bedwinner has a lot of sports games to choose from. All you have to do is find the website bedwinner.com.gh or download the app and register. Instantly, you receive a 200% bonus from Bedwinner on your first deposit, up to 3,250 Ghana cedis. Easy. That's mouth-watering. Charlie, Bedwinner has got the highest odds that will blow your mind. And if you want to increase your bonus, use the promo code. Guess what? 3music. All right. And this will also help you stand a chance to get another win with Bedwinner. Terms and conditions apply. Bedwinner is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. Betting can be addictive, and this is not for persons under 18. So, please keep that in mind. All right. Great. Also, for all of these things, I mean, you know that you need a phone to be able to maybe do your bets. I mean, largely people use their phones, right? And so that is why we are introducing the all-new Infinix Note 40 series to you. There is the Note 40 and the Note 40 Pro. It has a wireless fast charge, which will help you charge charge up in a flash with lightning fast 70 watts charging or 20 watts wireless mag charge, so you can charge all your wireless devices. Camera and screen capture life's finest moments in stunning detail with the Note 40 series jaw-dropping 108 MP OIS rear camera. It's photography redefined. Features a curved screen for the best visual display. Now let's talk about the sound, okay? The sound boost is by JBL. Now, if you know JBL, you know that they give you the best in sound quality. Now, you can enjoy crystal clear sound while listening to music, playing games, or streaming your favorite movies or shows. There's also an installment plan which should excite some of you. I mean, I didn't think that maybe some people in Ghana will want to do that anytime soon because yes, but Infinix is making that possible for you, and that is why we should applaud them and thank them for doing this installment plan. Now, with the Infinix Easy Buy policy, you make a 30% down payment or a daily installment of 19 cedis, and the phone can be all yours. Okay, now Telecel also is going to give you a free data package. Enjoy up to 30 gig of free data bundle from Telecel for 6 months. That's a lot. Stay connected, stay entertained. Now, this is how to go about it. If you're wondering how to purchase, visit the nearest accredited store now or jump online via gh.xpark. That's gh.xpark.com. Experience the future with Infinix Note 40 series, approved by the one and only Black Sheriff. Now, note that the series has Note 40 and Note 40 Pro. Before we get into the conversation with Dr. Chris Amina, my gentlemen also have some news for you. Gentlemen?
Anytime we eat or every time we eat food.
Fugas.
Y'all need to free me. Right? Y'all need to free me, okay? Y'all need to free me, right? Do you know what it means to invent a word?
We are sorry, but Cyril has been saying it over and over.
About what?
Fuga.
Fuga. Every time he does the LPM, he says Fuga.
I should make a t-shirt. Or if you can make me a Fuga
t-shirt.
It's a she-shirt.
She-shirt.
Fuga she-shirt. Make it for me.
Yeah, then Shisha will do that for you since he's there. Shisha will do your she-shirt for you. Okay.
My size is Sati.
Every time we eat food,
let's go.
Trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul.
Your mic. I'm told we can't hear you clearly. Sorry, please.
Can you hear me now?
Let's hear your shouting.
You so that if I buy you hear me. You don't know say you be strap.
If you try, you know what make you hear.
Brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent charcoal and Pepsodent herbal toothpaste is what you need to deal with the foul breath and tooth decay, and sometimes your gum diseases or gum disease. Pepsodent charcoal is made of a fine blend of fluoride with a unique combination of natural charcoal, lemon, mint, and zinc to whiten your teeth, strengthen them, and remove bad odor from your mouth. Charcoal white gently polishes away tooth stains and naturally restores your bright smile. And for our herbal lovers, confirm mope herbal name. Try Pepsodent herbal toothpaste, which is infused with a unique blend of green tea, and herbal extracts, leaves.
Now only lady understand what they talk.
Me share dog was green.
Okay. Zero class green.
These herbal products or extras are formulated to repair and protect your gums while giving an all-round cooling sensation. Pepsodent Herbal releases, repairs, and protects gum tissue while giving you strong teeth. So always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent is Pepsodent. Every smile matters. Yes. Now, it's always a good time with your with Ghana's favorite malt Guinness, more tasty goodness for you in the new Jeje can. Is the same authentic refreshment enriched with immune boosting B vitamins, and you want to grab an ice cold Malta Guinness in our new Jeje can and enjoy a world of good. Always check for the made in Ghana logo lest you be drinking something else.
Whether you're drinking something else here or there, travel with Waka Now for your Christmas, your summer.
Take me there.
Want to
Go
move?
there.
Your Christmas, your summer trips, your personal vacation, business, whatever. Waka Now is the best deal for flights, hotels, airport transfers, dreamy vacation escapes, and more. And also every Friday, remember, just stay tuned to us here and on Waka Now socials. There's also giveaways. Just go to Waka Now Ghana on all platforms or visit wakanow.com.gh to check them out on their website. You can equally go to their travel centers in Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, and Tamale to experience the best when it comes to travel. They've got you covered. They'll give you the best deals, best plans, and of course, the safest, most enjoyable trip experience. And that is Waka Now. Back to you, Lenny Lumate.
All right. Thanks, gentlemen. Now, before we set sail right into the air, there's an argument that has been happening, Dr. Chris, about a Dutch passport or a PhD in Ghana. What's it going to be for you? Dr. Chris Amina in the building. You're welcome, Doc. What's it going to be for you? First, before we just, get right into talking about the PhD? Airborne. Yes.
I'll take the passport.
Hi.
I'll definitely take the passport.
Oh my goodness.
I'm speaking for the street. We'll take the passport. Apparently the Ghana match, people invested not because of they wanted Ghana to win, but specifically because they
because they go get.
There was somebody holding a placard saying our visa approval depends
on you. Yeah. I saw that person who had already packed his suitcase ready to go because it's happening next year, isn't it, guys?
No, 2026.
2026. Okay, yep. So it's USA 2026. The number 4.
No, it's 3 countries. Oh,
the number 4
USA,
go
Canada,
and then somewhere
Mexico.
else, and Mexico. Okay.
I'm gonna reunite with my
family.
Yo, Salvador.
True. I didn't get it when you said that. Yeah. The people who go and not come back, no.
What's up, Julio? How you doing, Julio?
Julio.
Before Emilio Mokramo train.
Julio and Emilio.
What's good, I say? Hey, bro.
Salvador will see you really, really soon. But yes, Doc, thanks for joining us on another Tuesday conversation, speaking health and airborne diseases, right? Now, delving into the conversation, for those who may not know what airborne diseases are, let's, start from there and then build up talking about the types of airborne diseases. I also mentioned that corona is actually a common, cold that became whatever it became in 2019 and 2020. So we'll build up to that.
Okay.
Thankfully, we have about maybe 2025. If the producer is lucky enough to bless us with more time, then we can get into it more.
Yeah, so basically, when we say airborne diseases, it's in the word air. So it's diseases that are transmitted through the air. And they come via small particles or droplet form. And they contain these infectious agents in them. So you can transmit it through cough, saliva, onto the person breathing it in directly, or onto surfaces where the person can pick it up. So the reason why we are talking about this is we are basically in the flu season.
Yeah.
Most health professionals are in the flu season. When the weather changes,
also because of the weather.
The weather changes. The season in which we are in, a lot of people are catching cold, flus of different forms. So today we're going to just talk about the differences. The difference between a flu and a common cold.
Okay.
There are 2 different things.
And Qatar, please. Because because we mix that up a lot.
I still can't spell Qatar.
Oh,
a lot of people can't spell it.
Catarrh.
Yeah.
Huh?
Catarrh. Jinx.
When I want to spell it, I should think Qatar.
Yeah.
You should basically think about the condition itself.
The double R mean no more the one R for Qatar is not enough.
There are so many words in English that some of the alphabet.
What about Kwashiorkor? It's an English word.
But
it sounds very local to us.
It's because of how we mentioned it. It's because of how we mentioned it. But I would love for Doc to get into all of that with us. But Doc, you mentioned that you wanted to also speak on the differences, right?
Yeah. So,
but can we start from the types? So then, now that we know what types there are, then we can talk about the differences.
Okay. So the types of airborne disease, the first one that comes of note is the influenza virus. It's viral. So people should notice it.
Influenza.
Influenza,
please.
Influenza virus. is a viral. It's caused by a virus, not a bacteria. I'm being specific about what causes these things because of the medications that people use to treat some of these things.
Okay.
Go there.
The over-the-counter medication that we use to treat some of these things. So influenza causes respiratory illness. Now the difference between influenza, the next one is common cold, as we all know.
Okay.
The difference between the two is basically one is sudden onset, it happens quickly, and one is gradual. Common cold happens gradually.
Okay.
So you start with one of the symptoms like headaches, then you go to runny nose, then you move on.
To cough maybe.
But influenza is sudden onset. You get the symptoms quickly. You get the headaches. You are generally unwell. You're generally weak. You are irritated. You're having a runny nose. Your eyes
That
hurt.
was some people sometimes mistaken to be malaria.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Some mistake the symptoms to be malaria, and then they take malaria medications. Now the next one, most people have heard before, TB. Tuberculosis is also an airborne disease. The difference is that tuberculosis is bacteria. It's not virus.
Okay.
Tuberculosis is a bacteria. It's caused by a bacteria. So it's a respiratory illness that is caused by a bacteria. The next one we go to is, you've heard of measles?
Yes. There are 6 killer diseases.
Yes.
They are 1, tuberculosis, 2, diphtheria,
That's
3,
how you learnt it?
poliomyelitis, 4, whooping cough, 5, tetanus, and 6, measles.
So measles.
I
actually-
learnt it when I was in K. Clare. That was like kindergarten.
Hey.
At shit.
Kebi Clemens, yeah, mango bunu ne maya.
Dabi.
Yare ne.
Shame. Can we tell him they're not much and cry?
Kebi Clemens was out here.
Dabi.
Just give me some corn flashback.
Hey, what's that one too?
Somebody they hit the table.
No, please.
You know that for Kebi Clare?
No.
Oh, they forgot back.
See, the things.
I'll sign you up here.
Hey,
No,
mango
K.
bunu.
Clare, yeah, just how.
4-time platinum.
Also, pay. Only let's say.
Award-winning song.
Platinum song now.
Platinum. Yeah. So that's
There was
how
one
I
that was like
know
a rap too,
measles.
actually.
Eh?
There was a headmaster.
Mango sitting on the santo.
He wrote a letter.
And that's when she, oh.
No, I heard it like in the community.
Hey, you heard it in the community.
Yeah.
Oh, then you have to go back.
But Doc, that's how we know measles. But now that you mentioned tuberculosis and measles, which are part of the 6 killer diseases
The
for
last of it that we'll
youngins.
talk about today is actually chickenpox. That's also going around at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, a case has been reported to me, and the kid has to be
Okay.
brought home from school
Wow.
because of chickenpox.
But all of these diseases are communicable, are they
Very.
not? Yeah.
Very.
Because I
Chickenpox.
remember getting measles as a child
Yes.
in kindergarten, and it's because somebody came to the school with measles, and then I got that as well.
Fun fact: if you've had chickenpox before, chances of you getting a second time is very minimal. 'Cause
Yeah,
you've built
they
up
say that.
natural immunity against
They
it.
say that.
Yes. So for those who are listening to us who have not had chickenpox before,
Hey, please, so.
you should be careful and not be going around people who have it.
Okay.
You should be careful.
Okay.
Because-
Regardless of the age you are
Yes, you can get it. There are people who got it at the age of 40.
at. That's crazy. Yeah, because I also haven't.
Take it.
Cyril also hasn't
Chickenpox.
gotten
Yeah.
it.
I've had it.
Oh,
You've
you've
had
had
it, yeah.
chickenpox.
Yeah.
Olele,
Only
have
you
you
had chickenpox?
have you had chickenpox?
Yes, when I was I don't remember how old I was.
And it leaves this scar. Everybody has a scar.
Have you had
Chickenpox.
chickenpox, Doc?
Yeah, I have. There's a mark. It left me with a mark. It
I
tells you that I've
haven't,
been
but
here.
I've had measles. That's what I'm saying. So if I've had measles, does that mean I have to still get
we don't know yet.
chickenpox? God, I beg. This is where I say, God, I beg, not
I don't
now.
know if it's a myth, but growing up, I was told that when you have chickenpox, like it's a rite of passage, like everybody must.
Everybody's like something everybody has. It's a common code. Everybody has had it before,
Please.
but she hasn't. So
No, Lily. I beg.
the way you take care of your skin, so
No, I don't even want to envision it. I beg you people. God.
It will lift the way you are yellow. Me, I'm like charcoal. No, I can't even find the spot.
Yeah.
That's why I
I have
said,
one here. I remember one here.
God, I beg.
yeah,
Yeah,
lives
it's a long
here.
time.
Not at this
You the way you are
age.
yellow there, it will leave mark. Well.
God,
but
please.
I'm told when you
It's
have
me,
it,
your
you don't-
daughter, I
you
beg.
Yeah,
don't
no,
get
the
it
chance
again.
of you getting it again is minimal,
It's
very
the
minimal.
same thing that people often ascribe to COVID. That the
Yeah, there's something called we're not talking about it today, but yes, there's something called active immunity. Where you build up immunity because you've had it before.
Okay.
And there's one where I'll give you the let's say a dead form of the virus. introduce into your body, and your body will fight against it, and then learn how to fight again, create antibodies.
So
And
fight
then
against
so there are
that.
various ways of getting antibodies.
But
right?
with the conversation on chickenpox, Doc, is it for everybody the world over, or is it just an African thing? I need
Honestly,
to
yeah, the world over.
understand.
The world over is.
Oh,
so
okay.
what-
Are you
it's
trying to
not,
say that you have not seen a white man?
oh, white people do get chicken pox.
Who be that?
Is that you're from a Nenya?
That's what I'm
Our
asking.
air is
If it's
not
an
good.
African
Producer,
thing.
if you could cue the influenza video for me,
Yeah.
so I will use that.
So then you were on measles as one of the airborne
Why?
diseases.
So the last
yeah.
one is chicken pox. We don't want to go for good. Our time is limited, so I chose the ones that are predominant in our setting
Okay.
that we usually come across. The one that we are dealing with right now is a common cold and the flu, the influenza, which even some of our colleagues here at the music had to go home. You had to
Yeah.
send some of them home
Packing sharply.
because you have the understanding that they having it puts everybody else at risk.
Yes.
Not because we don't like them, we don't love them. We do check up on them and make sure they are okay. But for now, we will keep them at a distance until they are better. And our prayers go out to those who are carrying colds, but those who are lying about it and avoiding work and asking us doctors to write sick leaves. We've stopped.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, straight bullets catch people for
Wow.
house.
Wow.
Your bosses will be doing video call with you if they are sick or not.
You told them you are sick. That's
Get
bad.
ready
That's
to be
not
sick
good.
of them.
Yeah. That's not good.
So we talk about, when we talk about influenza, we're talking about the fever, we talk about the chills, we talk about the cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose. You see, I said runny or stuffy nose. Some get both. Some also, that is stuffy nose is where the person tells I can't breathe. It feels like breathing is very difficult. So that the nose is blocked. Yes.
Bro, talk to me direct, bro.
Then the worst part about it is the body aches. You just feel like you've been beat. You wake up and you feel like you've gone to battle. You had a fight with somebody. And then you have the headaches, the fatigue. The little you do, you get really tired. Then you have sometimes some people get vomiting or diarrhea as part of it, but it's rare.
That's extreme, isn't
Yes.
it? Is that in extreme cases?
Yes, extreme
Because-
cases.
okay.
People have that. Now, when we talk about treatment for some of these conditions, you realize that in Ghana here, somebody has a common cold or flu, the first thing they buy is an antibiotic. And I mentioned carefully that this disease is caused by a virus. Antibiotics are for bacteria. Antibiotics.
Okay.
So when you keep taking some of these things, the risk you run is that you are going to create a certain immunity in your body where your body is adjusted to antibiotics. So the particular one you are taking will not work.
Oh, because your body is used to it.
It's used to it. So when you it also reduces your immunity to some conditions, bacterial infections, because it goes to eradicate a lot. It's like dropping a nuclear bomb somewhere. It just clears everything in the place. So
Yeah,
whether
they
good or
broad
bad,
spectrum.
broad spectrum. So that's the word, broad spectrum antibiotics. They clear everybody. Whether you are part, you are not part.
It's like
Everybody.
when military people come to a riot.
You come to a route. Whether you are standing there, you are filming, you are pressed, you are whoever.
Then go take you out.
Everybody's
They'll
part.
sort out later.
That's basically
Yeah.
what these antibiotics do. So
Yeah, right.
certain bacteria that are supposed to protect your body itself are also taken along. So now the other infections that are outside the body are watching. They are watching from outside. Hey, and it happens even in normal life. When they raid a place, what happens is people use the opportunity to raid shops.
Yes.
Somebody on the bystander somewhere wait. When the whole thing is going on, commotion is going on, he finds a way to enter
Yes,
the
yeah.
and then steal something. The same way the body also behaves. So can we watch the video?
Okay. Can you, producer Debbie or J, can you please cue Doc's content so that we get a better understanding, a visual understanding of what he's talking about. But in the meantime, Doc,
Yeah,
while
We can talk
while
about
you
something
do the
else. Yeah.
okay, it's ready. So let's just
All right.
take a look at that, and then Doc will do a breakdown. When we come back, Doc, I'd like us to talk about the whole Corona conversation because people don't also know. I know
Right.
it's not added to your list, but people will just hear Corona and think that it started in 2019,
No,
right?
no.
Yeah. So let's check out what Doc has for us. Let's pull it up.
What is measles? Measles is a virus that affects people all over the world. It starts out looking like the common cold, with a fever, red and watery eyes, a cough, and a runny nose. A blotchy red rash, which is the most recognizable symptom, will also appear all over the body after a few days. Measles is highly contagious and is spread through coughing, sneezing, or close contact with someone who has been infected. There's no cure for measles, and once someone has it, the best treatment is to take vitamin A supplements to help your body fight the virus. Most people recover from measles after about a week. but for some children under the age of 5 and people with weak immune systems, it can be deadly. Measles outbreaks happen all over the world, and being immunized is the best protection against infection. The measles vaccination is very safe and inexpensive, and according to the World Health Organization, its use has resulted in 80% fewer measles deaths between the years 2000 and 2017 worldwide.
Tuberculosis, or TB in latent form, is carried by a quarter of the world's population, and almost 5,000 people die of TB disease every day. But TB can be cured. So what is TB exactly? Well, it's a bacterium that looks like this. Yes, a tube. Now, if someone with infectious TB coughs, small droplets containing the bacteria can enter your lungs. In most cases, your body's defenses will kill the bacteria, so you won't fall ill or spread the disease. But the bacteria may also survive and become active later in your life. If you're very young, old, or ill, your body's defenses might not be strong enough. The bacteria can spread throughout your lungs and body, causing huge damage. Within a few weeks or months, active TB causes fatigue, night sweats, heavy weight loss, and coughing. This can be treated with a combination of TB drugs. The course takes at least 6 months and needs to be completed with the right combination of drugs. If not, the bacteria become resistant and a variant develops that is very hard to treat. So it's more important than ever to find and treat infected people, creating a world free of TB.
It often begins with a tingle in your throat, or a single sneeze, followed by a headache, drowsiness, a runny nose, and nagging cough. It's official. No matter how quickly you chug that glass of orange juice or lather on excessive amounts of hand sanitizer, you've caught a virus. Now the question is it the constantly mutating influenza virus known as the flu, or is it one of the 200 strains of the common cold? Because yes, there is a difference.
Come on, people, stop taking antibiotics for your colds. It needs repeating. The results of this WHO survey indicate that at least. 64% of the respondents actually thought antibiotics could treat their flus or colds. But that's wrong. Antibiotics actually treat bacterial infections. Colds and flus, those are viral infections. That's not the same thing. Bacterial infections are things like strep throat or a urinary tract infection, and you can take antibiotics for these if they're prescribed by your doctor. And make sure you finish what you start. You'll only encourage the growth of resistant microbes if you don't. That's why we shouldn't abuse antibiotics. When we use them when they're not necessary or we don't finish our prescriptions, we give bacteria more opportunities to evolve and outsmart the drugs we have.
Okay, and we are back. Now, Doc, if chugging down a bottle of or a cup of orange juice, like the video said, doesn't help, what are some remedies? And also, we can't take antibiotics,
Yes.
right? So let's look at remedies on the orthodox medicine side. Let's look at, maybe traditional, if there is, and then we can do our
Home remedies.
local home, remedies and stuff like that.
And to the listeners, this is very important. When it comes to common cold and influenza, the way you've listed it is actually the opposite way.
Okay.
We can't treat the whole virus as a whole, so we treat the symptoms. So if you have a cough, we give you cough mixture. If you have a headache, we give you a painkiller, or an analgesic. If you have runny nose, they tell you to hydrate more. For some reason, viruses make you have dry mouth. They dehydrate you. So the more you hydrate, the better it is for your body to recover. And then with rest, it also helps. So concoctions or mixtures like honey are very helpful.
Okay.
Fruits or drinks that contain vitamin C to help boost the immune system are helpful, because viruses are such a way that the only way you can get rid of them is by encouraging.
These are not the drinks you refer to, not processed drinks.
Not processed drinks.
Okay.
I'm talking about you squeezing orange or lemon into water, organic way of getting your vitamins. your pineapples. Unfortunately for Africa, last time we talked about it. Oh, people don't eat fruits. Ghana here, the irony of it is we get cold a lot. We plant a lot of fruit trees around, but we don't eat it. And then when you get these conditions, you go and buy vitamin C, which you actually basically have it in your house.
Right.
So we are encouraging a lot of people to start the habit of eating fruits now before you get the cold. So you realize that the same cold, 2 people get it and 1 person recover faster because that person has built up an immunity, has a defense that is stronger than yours against it.
Right.
So home remedies, as we said, like honey in warm water, a lot of warm foods. If you're drinking, it's helpful to take a lot of warm drinks in this kind of weather. The ice cold drinks in this weather, they are not very helpful
Doesn't
at all.
help. Okay. Now, with what you've mentioned, Doc, does ginger play any role when it comes to these things? I'm asking because standardly they'll say maybe do your warm water
With ginger.
honey and ginger, or do your lemon, honey and ginger, or do lemon and ginger. Some people, when they get coughs or sore throats, they go the extent of just chewing ginger. Some will add sugar just to make it easier for them to digest, right? Ginger, that particular one, does it play a role? Is it effective?
Yes, it is very effective because ginger on its own is an antioxidant. It's an anti-inflammatory too. It has anti-inflammatory properties. Because you're having inflammation, you're having a lot of bacteria and infections in your body. This ginger goes away to clear it. Right?
Okay.
And it also has antimicrobial activity too in it, which helps to fight germs. So ginger on its own, it also serves as a relief. Whereas that when you chew it, it helps to open up the airway a bit. So it makes it easier for you to breathe in.
Okay.
So ginger is also very good on its own. But as we say, too much of everything is also bad. So you have to do it in regulation.
On the herbal side, what about all these cloves and all these other things that...
Quintia, pepper, prekese.
All these quintia, pepper, cloves, if you look at them carefully...
Even neem, right?
Even neem tree. You look at them carefully. I've not done much research into herbal, but if you look at them, of old, they were used for some of these conditions, and they were very helpful because most of them are organic and natural based, and they're also basically antioxidants.
Okay.
Any antioxidant is good for your body because it helps you to, as we said, anything that is bad for your body, you need somebody to get rid of it. And if these products can help you do it, then you're on your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm asking because I had very bad respiratory issues as a child, and despite Ventolin inhalers and all those things, last was my grandmother that makes those things and solved my problem. I mean, yeah, today.
But do you remember the dosage?
No.
That's the issue with our system.
The dosage was based on how
Handing
bad
down.
my
The handing down has been very difficult for us because the mixtures. I have a friend, right? Every time they have a cold, right? There's cold conditions. The mom does a type of soup. To this day, most of us don't know what goes into the soup. We named it the Healing Jesus soup. Because whatever is in it, when you take it,
problem solved.
you sweat. It's like a light soup, and you sweat,
I was just
and
gonna
then you
say
sneeze
that.
a lot, and then you sleep, and then you wake up and you're
Mothers
fine.
believe in pepper soup a lot. Also, when you have cold and cough, like a lot more pepper, a lot more garlic, a lot more ginger, a lot more prekese, all of these other things, so that you feel the heat when it enters you. It can
Because it helps the breathing. You realize these things expand your lungs. They
It
clear
clears
the
your
mucus.
jinx.
It makes you.
It clears the mucus.
It clears the mucus, and you are spitting a lot. You are releasing, getting rid of phlegms a lot, and the nasal block or the stuffiness is also clearing. So they looked at this and they said, why not this instead of maybe the nasal drops?
Okay.
Why not this instead of the vitamin C dissolvables? Instead, I will mix. I remember they used to make pineapple lemongrass.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
There's
boil it
that as
together,
well.
and then
That is
you.
With a little lemon. If
skin.
you add lemon.
Yeah.
The skin of the pineapple, right?
Yeah, what is it?
Some
that's
people
malaria.
also use-
lemongrass and pineapple is cold. If you add half a lime, malaria.
Then there's ginger. You can add ginger as well.
I'm
and
serious.
add
Like,
honey.
Are you serious?
I grew up for village, despite. I grew up for village.
True. That's actually
Yeah,
really
If you add, it's the same thing, though.
I think my combination that they gave me
You add
recently
a
was
few.
she bought lemongrass, then she bought Lipton, the tea bag. Sorry to use the word, but Lipton, the tea bag, and then because it's caffeine, she mixed that with it, and then she put in the flask. And then I said I couldn't drink this, so she squeezed lemon or orange into it. slice of orange, and then she put a teaspoon or tablespoon of honey and mixed it.
Yeah.
And she had me carry it around like in a flask. And you had this refill. You keep every time she sees you.
Thank you, she. Anyway, because he said she.
Yeah.
So we are just saying thank you to she.
As your lawyer,
we appreciate it.
I should explain.
We appreciate it. Else you go explain tire.
Yes.
One thing, however, that you will not explain tire is, please, let's just clear that corona thing. I'm only saying because in conversations when people say corona, it's been there, you know. It only became a pandemic, or maybe we had another variant of it in 2019. Some people don't understand. So now that you are here as the professional, please, yes, we trust you. Take us
All right. So when we talk about coronaviruses, as you said, they've been there from the beginning. They've always been there. They came in various forms as we have the common colds, the flus that came with it, right? Now, what changed for us was the fact that coronavirus, COVID-19, became SARS-CoV-19. Right? Yeah. Okay. So it became SARS-CoV-2. That's the one that came in 2019, 2020, and middle of us going to lockdown. Now, these coronaviruses, there are so many types of them. So as we use the word medical, it's variants. There are various forms of it, and it's ahead of us. Healthcare professors always say that the COVID virus is ahead of us because by the time you figure out this, it's changed to that.
It has mutated,
yes,
maybe.
And one person can even be infected with two of them two different types at the same time, and then in your body they'll form a different type. So if you realize in the beginning of COVID, we gave you a timeline that within 7 days you should see symptoms, blah 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 blah. Then you have COVID, then you should report.
Incubation
period for it, right?
Yeah.
Subsequently, we started hearing people say that they figured out that people had it for up to 21 days before they showed symptoms. But they were infected at the same time. Maybe you and I infected, but you show symptoms earlier than I am. It means that the variant I'm getting now is different from yours. I'm becoming asymptomatic. I don't show symptoms. There are people also were the third group were those who didn't show symptoms
At all.
You test they have COVID, but no cold. Nothing.
And that's dangerous.
That's very dangerous. Not knowing what you have and be passing it around, just like HIV is. Right. Then you come to the one that we know, our normal common cold. That one is called HCoV or human coronavirus.
Okay.
And that one is 229E. There's 229E, OC43. There's like variants. It's about 4 of them. I mean, there's one here that is human HKU1.
Okay.
HCoV, HKU1. So that's a human coronavirus. Now, the other one is SARS. Have you heard of SARS before?
Yeah.
Years ago.
SARS came years before.
Yeah, acute respiratory.
That's a
Yeah.
cough. It was a cough,
Oh,
right?
he's just on what is what?
Severe acute respiratory syndrome.
You had to do with the coughing, right?
Yeah, it was also killing
It was also
people.
killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the very visible, notable symptom was cough.
Cough, yes.
Yes, okay.
Then you have
Why do they always start in Asia? Oh, it's a different topic. Eh?
it was then
Doc has been there.
I was
He
even
will be
going
able
to
tell
even
us.
tell you that even with influenza, you know there are various forms of the influenza virus. Then they come with you have because of the proteins that are structures on them that look like structures. You have H1N1. You can have H2N2. Various forms of the same influenza virus. So when it comes to viruses, they are very, very dangerous, very, very difficult to understand, and they mutate quickly. And they use us to mutate.
In our body.
Yeah.
Protein cells.
The protein cells, they use that. They use our system of replication, the same system we use, the mechanism for replicating our cells, skin cells and all this. They use the same system because they can't do it naturally. So they invade yours.
Like grafting.
It's like grafting. So they invade yours. It's like you are manufacturing something in your house. The person wants to manufacture the same but differently.
And come and learn from you.
He come and learn from you. Or when you are asleep.
Learn from you.
When you are asleep, you come use your machines. So the same pure water you are producing is out there.
The same thing.
The same thing is out there, but there's a variant form of yours. Yes, you didn't produce
pure
it.
water.
Yes, yours is pure water. Yours is impure water.
Impure, yeah.
Right? That's basically the same system. In the layman, we are explaining. But coronaviruses, right now, they're endemic, as you said. It's something that we've come to accept that is here to stay. Until something changes, it's here to stay. So the advice we give is when you start seeing symptoms, you are stressed out, you are not eating properly, you start feeling headaches, flu. The best thing, flu-like symptoms like the fever, the cough, the sore throats, please avoid people or wear nose masks. If when you wear nose masks, you protect those around you. And then touching on surfaces. You know, we touch surfaces, then we touch our face.
Yeah.
You walk around this, or the person touches the door handle, you also touch the door handle. You don't know you picked it up, you go home.
Sometimes it's very unconscious, you know, because you have to open the door, you have to touch the table.
And at the same time, when you are sneezing.
Habitual.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, you are sneezing or you're coughing. So you're like, then you hold the door.
Right.
So it became a trick that we were telling people to cough in their arm.
Yeah.
Because then you avoid it being your hand and you touching surfaces.
They said the particles drops quicker.
From that side,
from
the explanation for that, honestly, I don't know why they said that.
Charlie, we had things so.
It's just to digress from you putting it on
your hands.
Yeah,
yes, that's all.
Possibility of
the particles weren't dropping.
How will it drop?
Because I'm like, look at this thing here. Now,
it's a groove, right?
I think so. I mean, you know, when you touch it with your hands, it's easy for you to do that. But you don't walk, you know, with your elbow on surfaces, touching surfaces as
the chance
much,
of your elbow touching something is very minimal. Unless maybe you are taking off a clothes
so that's
or
why.
something.
Yeah. Okay, Doc, now that you've, you know, broken a few things down for us, what are the remedies that we should stick to? You're against antibiotics.
I'm against
Right?
antibiotics.
Okay. So what would you say we should, you know, use as remedies?
He's against self-medicating.
Actually, that's the word.
OTCs.
Okay, over-the-counter.
Over-the-counter medications,
yes.
I'm against that.
Okay.
Because we've taken it to a different level now. Now, people they just walk in there and say, I want this, I want that, I want that. And then they take it home. Dosages. Prescription, how long do you take it? All that has been thrown out the window. Right? So to be advising, you have flu. The first thing you do is to avoid contact with people.
Okay.
Because if you isolate, then you can protect the others. Secondly, rest is very important. Rest and hydration are paramount. You need to hydrate. I'm emphasizing the hydration because it's going to cause your mouth to feel dry. And then those who think by drinking a lot, abusing the vitamin C that we dissolve, they are dosages. It's not a fruit juice that you can drink anything.
Just one a day.
Yes. Because you are feeling bad, you are feeling unwell, then you decide that, okay, instead of one, every time I just dissolve one. Every time, no. Secondly, there are certain medications that help to boost your immune system. Those are advised. I'm not going to say it on air because I know. I say it, somebody will enter if I go buy.
Counter, yeah.
So no, I won't say it. But there are medications that help boost them. They encourage the immune system to fight against some of these viruses. And as we were talking about some of these airborne diseases, right? They are immunization of vaccines against them. Except common cold, we don't have one. TB has one.
Yeah.
TB has one. Measles has one.
Measles has, yeah.
Chicken pox, I don't know. I don't think chickenpox has one. So with the vaccinations, it's very important as your child is growing up. Because as the video mentioned, you realize that it said those who have weak immune system, they get to have severe reactions from it. Example, the older, either you are older or you are very young. But those in the middle, you know, the legends in the middle, we sort of in there, we get the symptoms.
We've seen hardship.
Yes, so you sort of fight against it. But those who haven't, and those who have seen hardships and gotten weaker from it, they are the tail end of it.
What's the best way to maintain the engine before you experience a breakdown?
You have to increase your immunity. So any food that increases your immunity, the fruits.
What are these immunity?
The vitamin C is very important.
Okay.
So first, vitamin C.
C is very important.
People are abusing this vitamin C thing.
Yes, but
the thing says take one a day. But people are taking three.
They are trying to compensate.
That's one a day.
So I don't know whether because there is room for us to boost the immune system, we also need to quote unquote misbehave with these intakes. Because if the prescription says take one a day or just put one in water and take it a day, I'm taking 3 times or 3 cups in a day, I'm not seeing what's going on here. You understand? So I want to understand if that is the way we should go. Like every morning when we wake up, before drink vitamin C.
Yes, but you see, when we design medications were designed, as the chief pharmacist will talk about, when they designed those medications, they were done for immediate use.
Okay.
for example, you are going through a condition, we need to treat it and solve it now. Quick action. Get vitamin C into your system now. Because when you take fruits, it takes time for your body to break it down, absorption. These ones are faster.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that you're encouraging your body to learn it this way. Because the more you do that, the body is learning the other way.
Is that to say that the effervescence should not be taken every day?
It shouldn't be taken every day.
Okay.
So ideally, what's the best?
Ideally, is for you to eat fruits.
So yes.
And vegetables. Every day.
Okay, fruits and vegetables
every day.
Okay. But if you don't have time to be squeezing,
blend it.
Okay.
A blender makes it easy. Watermelon, you dump
now
the whole thing. Now
there are even juices to make it easier for us.
Yes, you freeze them. Because if you put it in the fridge, it will start fermenting.
Right.
So freeze them into bottles. As and when the night before you are going to bed, you go to work in the morning, you withdraw it into the fridge. It defrosts. Right? Yeah. Then you are on your way.
As a dedicated effervescent, consumer, right? Is every other day okay?
Abuse that.
Or I don't abuse it. Don't do that.
He says she's dedicated.
Dedicated. Honestly,
no,
because I take it every day. Not
vitamin Z.
No, not to say that.
She's crashing it there.
Wow.
I like this one.
Collect your bullet.
Dedicated.
Collect your bullet.
So it's a new term.
Collect your bullet.
Wait, hold on. I
bullet.
still will eat my fruits and all of that, but for every morning, I think that effervescents are vitamin C effervescents are okay. So if not, that's what I'm asking.
I think also to clarify,
every other day or how often?
Also to clarify,
this will be our last.
Medication is not the thing going into your body to do the work. Medication is the thing going into your body to jumpstart the part of your internal biology that is supposed to do the work. You get what I'm saying?
I'm trying.
You are not understanding. When you drink vitamin C, the vitamin C doesn't go into your body and go and fight the cold
disease,
or the disease. The vitamin C goes to the
strengthening
whatever that's supposed to be fighting the cold that is either weak or asleep and says, hey, Olele, you never cool. Then he has to get up now and recoup and then do it. So it's like sending the same alert. It's like you sent me a message. My phone is not with me. If you send it 500 times and the device is not with me, it means.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get
so that's why dosage is there. So the dosage is to compensate for the time that another hit needs to be given until the body naturally starts doing what it's supposed to do.
So once a week is okay?
So the theory is like, you see, the generators that we have that you have to pull. When you pull once, it starts, then it stops.
Yeah.
That's a kickstart for your immune system. So some of these medications go to do that.
Okay.
So it's like your immune system is asleep, as he said.
So small shock.
He pulls it one shock, it doesn't go through. So the next 8 hours, you tell, okay, 8 hours, do it again. Then you do it again. Right. Then after a while,
you see when your battery runs down. If you are doing, if you keep doing it for 10 minutes,
the battery dies.
Battery dies. To you kakra nja we jai. Asa kakra na we jai.
So that's
what. Do maybe another bit piano. So pushing and bringing another battery is drip and surgery and all the other things, trying to get the thing
to stand up.
Start.
It's going to say
a drone.
Okay.
A drone. A friend. Nipa krona was a oil bibi.
And you have any fruits now.
Once a week. That will win her off. You can't just
as a dedicated vitamin C.
I know we have to go.
You don't get time.
DVU. Dedicated vitamin C user. DVU. Vitamin C user. DVU.
Consumer.
So it's a DVC.
Is there anything like too much fruits?
No.
There's nothing like that.
No, the rest is just going to waste.
Some with high acidity can affect
the
roof of your mouth and your tongue. Those kind of things.
Examples.
If you take colorful fruits like carrots for so long, you can actually turn orange.
Okay.
Carotene.
It's carotene.
Because of the carotene,
yeah, the carotene. Okay. You can actually turn orange.
But things like pineapple and orange there.
And also pineapple.
On that note,
you go grow crown.
Cereal.
You know,
the way lady doing it for pineapple.
One of the school used to tell us that if you swallow watermelon seeds, they will grow watermelons in our stomach.
I don't think that's
You
the
know the
case.
heat in the human
Then they
stomach.
suck weed. Time go. I know. I mean, it's an exhaustive conversation, but we were not able to, get into
Mango
everything.
bunu.
If Doc will give us that opportunity, maybe next week we can, get into it a bit more. But if you've been tuned in, you've been listening to Dr. Chris Amina Cyril, please. Dr. Chris Amina getting into airborne diseases, the differences, and then also some remedies as well. Remember that you have to stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, eat a lot of food, and rest. And if you have any sort of flu or cold or catarrh or common cold, however you will want to put it, just make sure you avoid people and wear your nose mask. This has been Culture Daily. We appreciate your joining us. Do have a great Tuesday. We've been doing this with Olele Cyril, Dr. Chris Amina, and of course Lenny.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Malta Guinness.